you're gonna see magicians do some tricks that will probably fool you, and they'll certainly fool me. But that doesn't matter. They're trying to fool two of the greatest magicians of all time, Penn and Teller. If they succeed, they'll win the priceless prize of performing with our boys as part of their Las Vegas show. We can't wait to do the show, so we can't do it without them. So let's hear it for Penn and Teller. Fasten your seatbelts. Let's meet our first performer.
Hi, I'm Matthew Laslo, and I'm a 15-year-old magician. I started magic when I was 7 years old. I run the projector at this beautiful theater on Orcas Island where I live, so I get to use the venue for my performances, which is just incredible. There are some differences between my generation of magician and the older generation. Youth is a big part of my show. I enter on a hoverboard. I use stuff like selfie sticks, and instantly when you see that, there's such an amazing energy from the audience that I just feed off of. I try and create a modern world, a current, fresh approach to magic. This is what magic looks like right now.
Magician Matthew Laslo.
Wow. Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew Laslo, Penn and Teller. Thank you so much for having me on your show. Right now, it's time for fun. With a t-shirt gun. Whoa! Whoa, itchy trigger finger. Sorry about that. Hope I didn't hit anybody. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my assistant, Maria. Maria, time to reload.
Reload.
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Ramrod.
Ramrod.
Who wants a t-shirt? Come on, who wants it? Let's see. There we go. These things are so much fun. And the cool thing is, they can shoot other stuff, like candy, confetti, even playing cards. Let's try something fun with this deck of cards and the t-shirt gun. But first, a word of caution. Like all guns, these can be very dangerous, so please do not try what I'm about to attempt at home. Go to your friend's house. Just kidding. I'm going to need the help of a few people from the audience. Starting off over here. How about you? Go ahead and touch any card at all. Right there. Look at that card, remember it, and hold on to it. Over here, touch any card at all. Right there. Look at that card, remember it, and hold on to it. Now, over here, touch any card at all. Anyone, right there. Now, oops, you know what? We'll do something special for your card. I'm going to tear the corner off of your card, and you get to keep that piece as a souvenir. 3 random people and 3 freely chosen cards. Remember those cards. Hopefully we'll see them again. Now, over the years, a few brave magicians have attempted a feat called the bullet catch, catching a bullet fired from a gun in their teeth. Penn and Teller made the trick famous, while other magicians have ended up in the hospital, or worse. Tonight, I'm going to try my own, slightly less dangerous version of the bullet catch, with the t-shirt gun. To start, I'm loading this rag into the gun to keep the blast from blowing the cards to bits. Next, the deck of cards with the 3 chosen cards. In a few moments, Mario will aim the gun at my face and pull the trigger. If things go well, I will catch the 3 chosen cards in my mouth. If things go horribly wrong, I could end up with some pretty nasty paper cuts. Oh yeah. Now, to further cushion the blow, Maria is loading this soft Polycotton Blend Magic Now t-shirt into the gun as well. Once again, please do not try this at home. When the gun goes off, the cards will be flying at my face at almost 200 miles an hour. So my mom told me to wear these safety glasses. So this is for you, Mom. Maria, take your position. Let's do this. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What happened to on 3? You missed my mouth. What? Wait a second. I caught 3 cards on the t-shirt. I even caught the t-shirt. But are they the right cards? Starting off here, what card did you pick?
3 of hearts.
The 3 of hearts. The 3 of hearts. And the gentleman right beside you, what card did you pick?
10 of clubs.
The 10 of clubs. Oh, and the lady with the torn piece. Can you bring that up here? Let's make some noise as she makes her way to the stage. Hi. What's your name?
Tina?
Tina. Now, is that your card, the 5 of spades?
Yes.
Go ahead and remove your card from my shirt first. Let's...
Oh.
Yep. What's wrong?
I can't.
What? Your card is embedded into the fibers of my t-shirt.
Wow.
But there's a corner missing. If that piece fits, that would be amazing. Let's see. A perfect match. I'll take the card. You get the torn piece, along with all of this applause. You can go back to your seat. Here's a round of applause.
Do you practice like every single day?
Yeah, I practice a lot. Like, it's a constant thing. You always carry around a deck of cards and are messing around with everything that you can, you know?
Oh, so what's the sort of worst thing that's happened to you during a show?
Worst thing that happened, well, I was doing a trick where my clothing was the prediction for the end of the trick. And I was wearing shorts underneath my pants, and I had to take my pants off for this. And I was performing for about 200 people in a church. So I took my pants off, the shorts came with it, and I was stepping forward for the big applause cue, and for an 11-year-old, it was quite embarrassing.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, no. So what's your ultimate goal?
To have my own show somewhere in the world, like a nightly show, like maybe even Las Vegas here.
Yeah.
So this is a dream come true to be here.
So are you nervous? Because you don't seem nervous at all. But this, I think, is your first time on television, correct?
Yes, this is the first time on television. I was extremely nervous going into it. Like, my legs were shaking at the beginning, but this is, you know, once you're out here for a little bit, you know, you guys are such an awesome audience, so it's just been great time.
Well, you didn't seem nervous at all.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go to the boys,
All right.
shall we?
Yes.
Boys!
Well, we're doing a lot of thinking on this. We do not think in the history of our show there's been a better entrance. No, there's not been a better entrance.
Thank you.
Age-appropriate entrance, age-appropriate props. Very good idea. It's really wonderful how you've taken stuff from a lot of different sources and put it together. You've culled things from all sorts of ways people have done magic. The color-changing T-shirt is something we've seen before. The torn corner is something we've seen before, but never seen a torn corner on a T-shirt. It makes it an entirely new trick, even though we know both parts of it. We just loved how you went through and pulled things here and there and put it together in a whole new we've seen every piece of this. We never saw it all together, and that makes you a great performer, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
Even though, okay.
Thank you once again.
Great,
this has been
great,
like best week of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew Laslo. You are so wonderful. We have more potential foolers plus a trick by Penn and Teller later in the show. Stay close. Welcome back. While you were watching commercials, we went out and found this next potential fooler.
I am Zabrecky. I guess it is true that I've always been a little bit different. I don't know what people say about me, and I really don't care. I wouldn't really want anyone to expect anything from one of my performances because the artist's job is to always deepen the mystery. I don't know if I can convince Penn and Teller of anything, but I'm going to try. I'll show them what I'm good at. I want them to like me. Penn and Teller, do you like me?
And now, with 4 randomly selected members of our audience, here's the very specific Zabrecky.
Humans, by being here now, you'll be part of an event that you will never forget. Go ahead and take the caps off of these pens, put them to the cardboard, and draw me a picture. You can draw anything that you like. Start drawing right now. It could be something simple like a circle, a square, maybe a geometric shape, maybe something more complex, a burning Christmas tree. Please finish up the work now very carefully. Put the caps on the pens and hand all of the drawings down to your right, to the female standing closest to the table on the far right over there. Please tell me when you have those 4 drawings in your hand. You have the 4 drawings?
Yes.
Good. Now make sure they're all facing down so they're facing the stage. And once they are, shuffle them up. So you don't know where your drawing is with anyone else's. Just make sure they're all mixed up and they're all facing down. That done? Place them face down onto the table. I will collect the pens. Ladies and gentlemen, among my skill sets, I happen to be an expert in art analysis. And I have a trained eye, this one right here, to read in between the lines of fine artwork, in particular, pen and ink drawings. So if I analyze this work properly, I should be able to determine not one, but 2 things. I should be able to tell all of you people, number 1, which artist created which picture, and number 2, I should be able to reveal some personal information about each of my artists. I'm going to judge you all, especially you. Let's see what we have. 4 artists, 4 drawings. Well, I said draw anything. This is certainly anything. Look at this. A beautiful rendition, a woman with a hat, and long hair just kind of floating in space there. Can we see that? I mean, the work is compulsive, it's concentrated, yet it tells me everything that I know about my artist. It's right here in the little heart, right there in the hat. It tells me that the person that composed this picture likes pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. Your work, yes?
Yeah.
Be gone, go. This way. One down, let's see what we have next. Of course. Clearly the work of a sex maniac. Faceless stick figure. Pure subversion. Your work. Be gone. Go. Also, go. 2 artists, 2 pictures. Aren't you glad you volunteered? Oh, my God. Oh, my. Oh, dear. Move. This is your work, isn't it?
Yes.
Just go. Just go. Go. He is so weird. We have one artist, we have one picture. You may take your seat back. We're going to do something a little bit different with you. Go on. Take your seat back. Yes, you can go back. You can applaud for her as she does. Female, I'd like you to clear your mind of all of your thoughts and concentrate on the picture you drew a moment ago. Do you recall what you did compose? Yes? Good. Let your mind be free, concentrate on the picture, and send it to me, and I will draw the first thing that comes into my mind, you see. You understand? So take the picture from your brain and send it to me right here. There we go. Yes. I'm not saying this is what you composed, it's just the first thing that came into my mind. Once again, let your mind be free. Concentrate on the picture. Send it to me now. Oh, yes. Something's happening. That's it. That's it. I've composed something here, as I have here. I can't change my mind. In a loud and clear voice, would you mind telling everyone here tonight what you composed just a moment ago on your slip of cardboard? Yes?
A fish.
A fish. Can we take a look? Can we take a look? Some would call this a fish. Some would... Very nicely drawn. It's just like the one you sent me right here. Who are you?
Hi, Allison.
Allison, huh?
Hi.
What a coincidence. My sister's name is Laura.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Do you know those markers might be a little toxic? I'm a little worried about your health. Here, yes. No, that's okay. You have lovely cheekbones.
Thank you.
Yes, all right. Okay. So, maybe the guy, okay. How did you draw the fish?
Well, the fish came to me, you see.
Right.
Because she composed it, and it was sent to me, you see. It just sort of flowed through the theater here.
Right. But I mean, I wouldn't have, even if I was looking at it, I wouldn't have been able to say, oh, that's a fish, and copy it. Like, you're really good.
That's why I'm here, and you're over there, you see.
So
Yes,
true.
of course.
So good.
Yes.
Can you tell what they're thinking?
I'm not sure which one is which.
Really? Okay, let's see if the boys have it figured out.
Good. You know, I got to tell you, how many magicians trying to be funny have held pens in their hands and no one was smart enough to write on their face? It is just the greatest thing. And we were trying to think if there's ever been a mentalist doing a mentalist act that was sincerely funny and sincerely good. You may be the first ever. You may be the first one to do that. As Teller said, it was Salvador Dali doing pseudo-psychometry. So, and you do have a trained eye, and you were looking very carefully at those cards, and that worked very well. I want to say this a little bit carefully because I don't want to give it away, but I have been following you before your magic career.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're lead singer. And put out a few singles, didn't you? Mm-hmm. And what did they peak at in Billboard?
In the 50s, let's just say.
So
yeah.
you peaked around the 50s. Yeah, and that's...
But I was in my 20s when I peaked, really. This is all just sort of the afterlife, you know.
Well, I think it was a great, great, great act, and you did not fool us, and I think we told you how.
Okay.
All right, so
Well,
are
thank
you satisfied that they know how you did your magic?
I'm satisfied, yes.
All right. Well, thanks, Zabrecky. Clean you up later. Well, believe it or not, we have more amazing acts coming up after this. We'll be right back. where magicians try to match wits with the masters. Let's meet our next potential fooler.
My name is David Garrard. I work part-time as minister to children at St. Matthew's Baptist Church, and I do magic. I've played a lot of schools. I've played a lot of gymnasiums and school cafeterias and shopping malls. I'm sort of a GP, a general practitioner of magic. Claire, my daughter, first helped me when she was 18 months old. She is a marvelous assistant, and I couldn't do what I do without family. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to be on Fool Us. And we've been working hard, but I also feel like we've been preparing for a moment like this on a Las Vegas stage for 40 years. Wow, is this a dream or is this really happening?
Ladies and gentlemen, David Garrard.
Thank you very much. Tonight, we want to show you how a trick is done and try to fool you at the same time. Specifically, we want to show you how to produce a beautiful young lady from 2 empty boxes. Now, in order to do that, Claire and I are going to have to turn things around so you can see behind the scenes. Say hello to Meredith. The trick begins with Meredith hiding behind the big blue box, hidden from our audience, but clearly visible to you as you now watch from backstage. Magic is full of surprises.
You obviously got the most beautiful assistant ever. So congratulations to that.
And the fun thing about it for me is the tall young lady was my daughter.
I was gonna say.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Isn't that
Very special tonight to have some dad and daughter magic. There's something magical, I think, about the dad-daughter relationship.
Absolutely. It's so sweet. And I mean, obviously, brilliant choice using Moxie. How did that come to be?
You try to surround yourself with the best people. That's what I try to do, and
Very smart.
Moxie was just magnificent.
She's a natural. Well, and I recognize your accent, and I'm a little concerned that I'm going to start talking like you, because you must be from
You
Georgia.
can take the southern boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the southern boy.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's time to go to the boys.
We've been trying to get out of Moxie how you did it, and she will not crack. She will not crack. We're not going to try waterboarding, but she will not crack.
That's good, that's good.
That is a classic trick done perfectly. Dante developed it backstage with the magician, and a real inspiration for a lot of our career. We always try to show that different angle and so on. Love that trick. And the hardest part of that trick, the hardest thing to make good about that trick, is to give a real surprise ending. And I think, with the help of my daughter, Teller said that when she first popped out, he went, wow, she's about the same age as Moxie. She did a wonderful job with a classic illusion. Beautiful, beautiful job. And I think Moxie, however, was the star. Don't you think?
Yes, I agree.
All right, you didn't
Thank you. Oh, that's all.
but you definitely warmed all of our hearts. And thank you so much, David Garrard.
Thank you.
Thank you. Amazing stuff. I sure could use a break, which is great because we have to take one anyway. More Fool Us when we come back. Welcome back to Penn and Teller Fool Us. It's time for our next potential fooler.
All right, I'm about to rap out the hot one, son, so give me the microphone and let me have some fun. Penn and Teller on the throne saying, yo, just school us. Up at the Rio, Wayne Hoffman try to fool us. I've been known to freestyle, but don't tell anyone. I started doing magic as a child, and then after I started studying human behavior, psychology, I realized I could get away from props and entertain people just with their minds. There's a very fine line with mentalists. I once did a show, and halfway through the show, I saw a girl reading verses of the Bible because she thought that I was in the league with the devil. I don't claim to have supernatural powers, but people believe it.
Our next performer was once Snoop Dogg's neighbor, so welcome the real dizzle for shizzle, Wayne Hoffman.
Welcome! Quick question before we begin. Do you believe it's possible to predict the future? A lot of people say no, but those same people are going to go and check the weather forecast for this weekend. It's nothing more than a prediction of the future that you're relying on. Well, as a kid, there was a group of us at school that believed it was possible. So I decided to start a club. I started a club called the Mind Candy Club, for those of us that believed. And here tonight, right, in the Rio, in Las Vegas, we are going to induct a new member into my club, and it's going to be one of you. So if you have let's get one of the locals. Those people are crazy in Vegas. If you're a local and you have your driver's license with you, we want a guy with a driver's license. So if that's you and you want to volunteer, just raise your hand. And in fact, I'm going to let Mr. Penn Gillette select who amongst the audience we're going to induct tonight.
Yeah, I don't know you with the glasses and the blue shirt right there. How about you? Let's induct you.
Welcome. Come on up here. Welcome to the party. Hey. Come on over here. Now, did you have any clue that you would be up here tonight?
No idea.
I could tell by the look on your face when Penn picked you. Now, here's the thing. In this envelope, I have a little welcome letter for you since you're the new member of the club. Do you have your driver's license on you?
Yes.
Cool. Pull it out. We need it. I'm sure you've done this before at a traffic stop. We all have. Don't worry, no registration needed. Cool. Yeah, that's you. I knew this was going to happen, and I have proof. Inside of this envelope here is your welcome letter. Printed this on my computer, knowing that this was going to occur. Hang on to that. I want you to unfold it, open it up. Yep, pull it open all the way. Yep, and there's something printed here. Isn't that weird? I can tell by the look on your face already. Turn it this way and read it out loud for everybody. Go ahead.
Dear Carlos, congratulations on being selected as a new member of Wayne Hoffman's Mind Candy Club. We strive to make sure our members are intelligent, well-mannered, and good-looking. Please present your ID for verification. Welcome to the world of mystery.
Yeah, you see, I had a dream that all of this was going to occur. This is yours to keep. I want you to take that with you. It was the strangest thing. It was extremely weird, the dream. You came in, you had guns blazing, you were shooting everybody underneath the sun. I don't know why, but you took 7 shots. Teller walked in, he couldn't stop talking. It was extremely weird. I'm gonna keep this license, and I'll get back to you in a little bit. Give Carlos a round of applause as he makes his way down. Teller, take your hands like this, if you would. Slowly bring them together. Cool, perfect, and stop, because this is a perfect time to start praying. Right now, we're gonna play a game called Is This Mentalist a Homicidal, Suicidal Maniac? Right now, Penn and Teller have to decide whether or not they are about to die. Clearly, by the fact that they're still sitting here, they're choosing to believe that I am not going to kill them. A prediction which they're making right now. It's kind of life or death. Well, I'll tell you what, Teller, if you don't mind, just hang on to that. Now, would I really kill these people? No. But the funny part is, if that would have gone off, that would have been the definitive way to say that I could fool them. But this is all building up to the climax. And for it, I need to ask Penn and Teller to join me on stage. I want all of us to climax together. Let's welcome them. Grab a seat. Thanks for coming up. You can keep that as a souvenir. Now, here's the thing. Most people keep their driver's license in their wallet. I don't. See, tonight I have something completely different. I have something weird. My membership, my club, is an organization that gives out plastic membership cards. We actually keep these with our name and our birthdays as proof that we're members of the club. Inside of my wallet here, pinned up, is a membership card stamped with a name and a date. Now, we always keep the birthdays here. In fact, it's embossed, stamped into the card like you would have a credit card at home. Penn, feel it. Make sure that's actually embossed and stamped into the card.
Yeah, well, it is.
It is. Now, over here, read the name that's at the top.
Carlos is the name.
Now, we still have Carlos's license. Verify. Is his name Carlos Teller? Yes? It's actually there. And underneath is a date stamped into the card. What is the month? Just the month.
January.
January. He was born in January, wasn't it? Now, what date of the month does it say on the card?
14.
Was he born January 14th? Carlos, welcome to the club. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's incredible. And thank you for not blowing them up. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the explosion was mental, not physical, because that's highly illegal, I found out.
Yes. Being a mentalist, do you prefer that over magic?
A lot of guys will say, I'm a magician, I'm a sleight of hand artist, I'm an escape artist, or I'm a mentalist, or and choose one. I took the path, I wanted both. I do mentalism, which is psychologically based stuff mainly, and I also do sleight of hand and illusion, because it's fun, and I love it.
And you're also a body language expert?
You know, I would never even say I'm an expert at anything, but little tricks, like, for example, you're sitting in what's called the fig leaf position. It's like you're wearing nothing but a fig leaf right now. This is a position people go into when they're nervous, like standing next to a mind reader, maybe. They go, protection mode!
Ah, okay. All right, I'll stop.
Now you're just protecting the back. Now, that's a...
All right. Penn, Teller?
We have this one nailed.
Woo!
No problem. This is not real dynamite. It's just... Thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you.
Wayne, you did something really amazing. You did mentalism without being a sleazeball. You did mentalism as a really good trick. And it's a really modern version of card to wallet, which is a classic and a wonderful effect, but done where it means something. Done with a membership card instead of a playing card. It's such a new version that you could not have done this trick 30 years ago. True. Yes, and I hope that gives you a little bit of a a little bit of a hint, but
I'm a little slow, so maybe we can creep around it.
Well, what we really liked was the whole set and all the stuff you had set up here. And Teller, you know, was redecorating his living room and was wondering if you could borrow the tablecloth. Can you take that with us right now? Could you borrow the tablecloth right now?
Yes, absolutely.
We could take the tablecloth right now?
Yes.
We'd love to see it there.
Okay. All
If we
right.
could take this
something under the table, perhaps?
tablecloth with us.
And there's a table. All right. Okay. Oh, wait,
We
I
would
see a
like to
finger.
borrow
I
this
see a finger
tablecloth
that we actually
for a
love.
party that we're going to have
Wait a second.
for you having fooled
Wait,
us.
sir.
That's the party we want to do there because we thought
Oh, my God, you pulled that!
there was a printer under this table, and there's not. There's nothing there whatsoever. So
Ladies
that's
and
that right there.
gentlemen, Wayne Hoffman just fooled Penn Teller!
All right, guys, thank you so much.
All right. I can't believe you two fell for that. Everyone knows how that one's done. Well, I'll explain it to these guys while we take a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, the best double act in the history of magic, the great, great Penn and Teller!
You're about to see the first bit we've ever written where Teller talks. Teller, for the first time ever, will do the entire monologue himself. Teller's Salute to Recycling.